Yo, peep game. Now we're finally at the end of the basketball season, the NBA Finals. The Nuggets versus the Heat. I have to say, this is probably one of the most interesting playoffs I've seen in quite some time. Yeah, you saw some teams, you're like, oh, they're elite, but you weren't sure. And like the fact of the matter is, I gotta give the props to the Miami Heat because honestly, I thought they're gonna get swept by the Bucks. Then Giannis got hurt, and then it got on a roll. It is insane what the Miami Heat have done and have accomplished up to this point. Okay, and the Denver Nuggets, man. I thought whoever won that series, 'cause I did pick Suns and Bucks as I thought that's gonna go who was gonna go in the finals, but I can't predict injuries. I can only go off what I've seen in the season. But man, I think it's gonna be interesting. I know there are some networks that are very upset at who is in the title match because those big networks wanted Lakers versus Celtics, and man, that ain't happening. I gotta give credit to Miami's defense and how they played Boston, and honestly, the Celtics were just making dumb decisions, living and dying by the three, not attacking the rim enough. Um, Jaylen Brown, the handle, especially Game 7, was atrocious. Excuse me. Man. So it's just interesting to see the fact that the Heat beat the number one seed and the number two seed. They are the first A seed in the full 82 game season to make it to the finals. And the Nuggets, everybody been looking down on the Nuggets this entire time. I have to admit, I thought the Suns was like the only team that had something for them. But if you look at it, the Suns did technically play them the best. They did get 2 wins off of them. So there is that. And the Nuggets swept the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. So I mean, hey, this playoffs about matchups, man. But I do think, with the matchup being said, I think Jamal Murray, he 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 a hell of a closer, man. Joker is still gonna do Joker things. The Heat, they're gonna be scrapping and clawing. They're gonna keep the games close or attempt to keep the games close, etc. But with all my rambling and everything I said, I think the Nuggets will be NBA champions. I think they will win in 6 games. This is why I think this. I think the Nuggets had one. I think the Nuggets are the healthiest team left. They're healthier than the Heat. I know. I know. Hero might come back from his broken hand. Was it broken hand, broken wrist? I can't remember. In the shoot, but he has something broken in his shooting hand. But even with that, I really don't think. I don't think the Heat have enough for the Nuggets. Because even you look at who the Heat beat, they beat Milwaukee. Giannis did get hurt. I think the Knicks, Randall. I think Randall did have a bad sprain in the first round. I can't remember. And that was and Jalen Brunson was trying to drag them to beat the Heat, but the Heat just had the right defense. They were like, Barrett's still going to be the one to beat us, and if he can beat us, we got to live with it. And I think the Eastern Conference Finals, the Heat and Celtics, I feel like the Celtics just played some dumbass basketball. The fact that they went down 3-0, came back, and in Game 7 folded like a cheap lawn chair. You can't talk about, oh, we making history and fold like that. I mean, I at least had a game competitive, you know. But but I do think with the Celtics having a first year coach again, with the scandal that went behind their scenes, and I think he were able to kind of take advantage of the Celtics not playing at a consistent rate. But I just feel like the Nuggets, they got perimeter defenders. Don't really have a rim protector, but they got perimeter defenders. You got a top 5 player in the league right now. You might be able to make an argument that he's top 3, or even top 2. I'm not putting him over Giannis. Sorry, defense got to count. But then Murray is a hell of a closer. And like I think the others, the Aaron Gordons, I can't remember everybody else on the Nuggets. My fault. But like those role players, I feel like the role players for the Nuggets are better than the Heat's role players. So with that being said, I'm taking the Nuggets to get their first NBA championship, and either Joker or Murray gonna be the MVP. But we'll see. It's gonna be a very interesting finals. Be easy, everybody. Deuces.